Hello students, in the last session we learned isosceles triangle theorem, 30, 60, 90 degree theorem and 45, 45, 90 degree theorem. In 30, 60, 90 degree theorem we learned that the side opposite to 30 degree is half of the hypotenuse and the side opposite to 60 degree angle is root 3 upon 2 times of the hypotenuse. And in 45, 45, 90 degree theorem we learned that the side opposite to 45 degree angle, it is 1 upon root 2 of the hypotenuse. Now today we are going to learn about the next theorem, that is here in a right angle triangle the length of median of hypotenuse is half of the length of the hypotenuse. In a right angle triangle, now ABC, this is right angle triangle because angle B is 90 degree. The length of the median BD is the median because D is the midpoint of AC of the hypotenuse. D is midpoint of this hypotenuse, that's why BD is the median. So median means what? The line segment which is drawn or the line segment which is joining the midpoint and the opposite vertex of that triangle is the median. Now BD is the median of this hypotenuse. This is half of the length of hypotenuse, means here we have to show that BD is half of AC. AC is the hypotenuse, the side opposite to 90 degree is the hypotenuse. So from this theorem first we have to draw this figure and then here we have to write given. So actually in the here it is given that triangle ABC is right angle triangle, is right angle triangle, ABC is right angle triangle, means angle ABC, angle ABC is given 90 degree. Here angle ABC is equal to 90 degree and D is the midpoint. D is midpoint. It is given only and that's why BD is the median. We have to prove that BD, which is the median, BD is half of the hypotenuse, and hypotenuse means here in this figure AC is the hypotenuse. For that we have to do the construction. Take point E such that take point E on ray BD or on the median BD such that these points are B, D, E are collinear. B, D, E are collinear means these 3 points are lying on the same line and then join EC. And therefore here BD is equal to, we have to take this take point E on ray BD such that B, D, E means these are collinear and we have to join EC also. Now we have to prove this. Now BD is half of the AC. Now here triangle we got, because of this construction we got 2 triangles here, ADB and DEC or EDC. Now here we have taken this BDE are collinear, means here BD is equal to DE. BD is equal to DE. So in triangle ADB and triangle EDC. Now AD segment AD is equal to segment AD is congruent to segment DC. It is given only because D is the midpoint. Angle ADB ADB, it is also congruent to angle EDC, because these are vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angle. Now here these two angles are also congruent, we got, because these are vertically opposite angles, and BD is equal to segment. BD is congruent to segment DE by the construction. And if any three dimensions are any three measurements are congruent, then these two triangles are congruent to each other by the test. Now by which test? Now here you can see two sides and included angle. Here these two sides, because this also we got congruent, so these two sides and included angle of this triangle, it is congruent to the corresponding two sides of this triangle and included of this triangle. Then these two triangles ADB, therefore triangle ADB, it is congruent to triangle. Now we cannot write here EDC. In that correspondence, these two triangles are not congruent. ADB means here ADB, so it is equal to CDE. In this correspondence, these two triangles are congruent, and here we have to write by SAS test. By SAS test means two sides and included angle, these are congruent to the corresponding two sides and included angle of the another triangle. That's why these two triangles are congruent by SAS test. And if any two triangles are congruent by any test, then the remaining sides and remaining angles are also congruent, and that's why here angle BAD means this angle and this angle of this triangle, these both are congruent. Therefore angle BAD, it is congruent to angle ECD, these are alternate angle. CACT means corresponding angles of congruent triangle. Similarly here AB is also equal to, and segment AB is also congruent to segment EC. This is also CSCT. This corresponding sides of congruent triangles. Means here this also we got, these two sides are also equal. And if these two angles are congruent and these two sides are also equal, so these two angles, if BC is a here transversal, also AC is a transversal, then this angle and these angles are congruent, and these are which type of angles? These are alternate angles. And if alternate angles are congruent, then these sides AB and EC, these sides are parallel to each other, and therefore here we can write segment AB is parallel to segment EC by the alternate angle test. Alternate angle test means here these two sides are parallel to each other, and if these two lines are parallel to each other, and when BC is a transversal, then angle ABC plus angle ECB is equal to 180, because these two lines are parallel to each other, and BC is a transversal. So on this BC transversal, these two angles are interior angle. See here, you can see this shape of this. It is C shape, and these are the interior angles. The angles which are at one side or same side of the transversal, and at the interior of these two parallel lines, then these angles are interior angles, and interior angles are supplementary. So here the reason is interior angles. Therefore, now we know that angle ABC, here it is given that 90 degree. Therefore, it is 90 plus angle ECB is equal to 180. Therefore, angle ECB is equal to 180 minus 90, which is equal to 90 degree only. Means here this angle also we got 90 degree. Now in triangle ABC and in triangle ABC and triangle ECB, now side AB is congruent to side EC, or segment AB is congruent to segment EC. Here CSCT, and angle ABC, it is congruent to angle ECB is equal to 90 degree, or here we can write the reason, each of 90 degree. And BC is common, segment BC is congruent to segment BC, which is common side, and therefore triangle ABC, it is congruent to triangle ECB by SAS test. And if these two triangles are congruent by any test, then their remaining sides and remaining angles are also congruent. So we can write here, therefore segment AC is congruent to segment BE. We can write the reason here, CSCT, corresponding sides of congruent triangle, and therefore segment AC is equal to here, therefore AC is equal to BE, and BE is equal to, it is equal to BD plus DE, which is equal to 2BD from the construction. BD is equal to DE, and therefore we can write here AC, therefore these two we can take here, therefore 1/2 AC is equal to BD, and therefore BD is equal to 1/2 AC, hence proved. So in this way we can prove this theorem, the median which is half of the hypotenuse. I hope you have understood this whole theorem. Now just one part you keep in your mind. First you have to do the construction. This figure is important. Write the construction. From that construction, first you prove that these two triangles are congruent by this SAS test. Then you show that these two angles are congruent. These are congruent only. These are alternate angle, and if these are alternate angle, then these two lines are also parallel by the alternate angle test. And if these two lines are parallel and this is a transversal, then these two angles are interior angles, and as we know that interior angles are supplementary, then you can take these two triangles ABC and BEC, so that these two triangles are also congruent by SAS test, And after showing these two triangles are congruent by SAS test, then you can take this segment AC and segment BE, segment AC and segment BE, which are the corresponding sides of congruent triangle, and therefore AC is equal to BE, and as we know that BE is equal to BD plus DE, and this BD and DE both are equal. In the construction only we have taken. Therefore AC is equal to 2 BD and BD is equal to half of AC, which is the median half of the hypotenuse. Thank you, students.